What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Normally I say welcome or welcome back, but this is the first episode of the Diamond Duos podcast. My name is @GamingDad25. This is my boy Josh 2K, and this is going to be our podcast where we just talk everything in the show, recap the last week, any program, stuff like that. And that's what we're going to be doing here. Josh, tell them a little bit about yourself real quick before we get started.
What's going on, guys? I'm Josh 2K. I stream mostly MLB and 2K. I've been going hard on MLB for probably like 2-3 months now, ever since it dropped. I mean, I didn't get MLB last year, and I'm addicted to it this year. I took a year off, and now I can't get enough of the game, so I'm excited to talk about it.
We're two 2K guys. We come from 2K, but MLB or SDS Studios done an amazing job with the game this year, in my opinion, making me debate even getting 2K this year. So this podcast was a no-brainer for me. It's a game I love, and I'm going crazy with it. Before we start the content, we're going to play a little game, get straight into it. It's going to be called This or That. I'm going to name a player, Josh, and I'm going to name all the players after. You're going to tell me, is it going to be this player or that player? You ready?
Yep, go ahead.
All right, so I figured we start where the game started. We're going to go with my boy, 99 Derek Jeter. I picked a small list of any players that's eligible to play shortstop. You're going to tell me which player you prefer out of the two.
Okay.
All right. 99, World Baseball Classic, Frankie Lindor.
I love that Lindor card, but Jeter. Got to go Jeter.
All right. A Corey Seager, the core collection.
I'm going Jeter.
All right, here's the one right here. Ellie. Come on.
I never got him. All right, I'm gonna break off a little bit. I have ripped 2 million stubs worth of packs to try to get this card. I've pulled 25 plus chase packs. I've never got him. I don't think he's real. I think everybody's lying about him.
And then I see people pulling 3 of them.
What?
And then I see people pulling 3 of them, like my boy Matt Mojo.
Yeah, I know. Mojo comes in my chat all the time talking about how he pulled them. He's already pulled like 5 DeGroms. Doesn't make sense. But since I've never actually got to use him, I got to go Jeter. But I need that early card. I need it.
Set one Chipper.
I got to go Chipper.
Chipper, that's my goon right there. The new J-Ram, the new Jose Ramirez. Fight Night Edition.
Oh. You know he's got that 125 power. Just ask Tim Anderson. But I gotta go J-Ram.
I haven't tried them out yet, but this card looks amazing.
I don't play too much online. 3 streams in a row, I hit a walk-off in online with J-Ram every time. Like, yep, it's him. He's him.
All right, Fernando Tatis, the set one. I think he was a chase.
Yeah, he was. Probably J-Ram. I had Tatis for a little bit, but I sold him because his price was so high.
And then last but not least, my favorite shortstop, you're going to be surprised, Trey Turner, set one.
Honestly, you might be surprised I'm saying this, but I'm going Trey Turner. I love Trey Turner cards.
Trey Turner, something about him, all that speed. He has a surprising amount of pop on the bat, man.
I don't understand it. I was rocking out with the Team Affinity one, the 97 from this set.
Yeah, he's super good, too.
Yeah, I mean,
if it wasn't for that 97, he might be my wild card instead of Chipper, if I'm being honest.
I used him for the wild card for a little bit because I love his card. Love him.
All right, so that's This or That. We're going to be doing one of those every week. Drop down below what player you want me to do next. We're going to do any position. I decided to go Jeter just because he's been out since day one, and it's a big debate. You know, is it worth doing the core collection where there's so many good shortstops in the game? How do you feel about that?
I think had you done it early, yes, 100% worth it. At this point, I don't think the value is there really, because it's when the game first came out, undoubtedly the best shortstop in the game. I mean, you had Trey Turner, you had Frankie Lindor. It was a debate, but he was a little bit ahead of them. Now, I mean, you got the Ellies, you've got all types of shortstops in the game. if you haven't done it yet, I don't think it's really necessary to do it. But if you did it early on, you definitely got your money's worth.
Especially because we're so far into it now. But the only argument to be made, period, on why you get Jeter instead of Ellie is because if you have them already, it's set it and forget it. You know, you don't have to worry about going out trying to get the next shortstop, especially if you're short on time to grind. You could have, you know, spent more time on that extreme program to get Griffey and Mike Piazza and Cattell Marte is actually a second base / shortstop too. But I guess you don't have to worry about getting a shortstop. But it's almost like they're throwing shortstops at us. And Cattell was supposed to be on the list too. I don't know how I missed out on him because he rakes like crazy.
Yeah. You know, they couldn't have picked a more perfect card that if you have to get 50 hits with the card, that's the perfect card to do it.
Oh, the crazy thing. Okay, here's the crazy thing about that. I did amazing with them online. The moments was cake with him. The showdown, I used him in showdown, amazing. Me playing on veteran difficulty, trying to get these 50 hits with them, couldn't fucking do it. I went like 1 for 10 every game. While everybody else is like 8 and 9 for 10. Here's Cattell Marte going 1 for 10. It's ridiculous. And I'm just like, but online he's amazing. I just didn't get it.
That's how I am with J-Ram.
Let's jump into this weekly recap. So we'll start from the top. We had a lot of content. The week before was real slow because they were kind of carrying over from that extreme program. I think they even said that themselves. We're not going to give you that much content because a lot of you guys are still working on the extreme program. But they kind of went crazy. So they dropped the Jacob deGrom as a chase. The rank reward was Byron Buxton, Rafael Devers, and Al Leiter. They dropped some Battle Royale rewards yesterday. Who was it? Dustin May. Who else did they drop? You know?
It was, here, actually, I'll pull it up right now. It was Dustin May, JT Realmuto, and Andrew McCutchen.
McCutchen. There we go. And then they dropped the Bellinger for the Player of the Month, the Player Retirement Program. They kind of went crazy. So yeah. What are your takes? What are your hot takes out of this week?
Battle Royale was kind of underwhelming, if I'm being honest. I think the names were fine. It's just the stats on these cards aren't anything special. I mean, they're not bad by any means, but I
haven't looked at the stats yet. Is Dustin May the best player? Because I feel like he's the best player.
I'm going Dustin May. Only because
he has that single cutter.
Yeah, his set 1 card was nasty. Because
he had the 97 Team Affinity, right? Yeah, I used them when I was grabbing Team Affinity, and he was lights out.
Oh, yeah, he's nasty. And then, I mean, I like the McCutchen card. He looks nice. JT's well-rounded. It's just outfield and catcher, I'm set. I mean, I got Adley for catching, so I don't think I'm going to have another catcher until he's not
They kind of did a lot with catcher. They did Piazza, Adley, and then Morneau was set too, so you can still even use him.
You got a bunch of Will Smith. You got the All-Star MVP Diaz. You got Sean Murphy from what was it? Ranked Seasons? No.
There's a ton of catchers.
Yeah,
so it's like kind of like it seems like Dustin May has to be the move, honestly.
Yeah, and then I mean outfield, we just got Griffey. We got let's see, who else did we get recently? If you're doing Team Affinity, you got Corbin Carroll. You've got Acuna possibly with the set rewards. I mean, you got the draft players. Max Clark is one of my favorite cards in the game. So
that's one of the draft cards?
Yeah.
I kind of blanked out that whole promo. I don't think I did any of that promo, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, that one, I got the Max Clark, and he was surprisingly, he's amazing. I love the card. I don't know why. His swing is so smooth. He's got 97 speed, diamond defense. He's perfect. He's almost a perfect card in my opinion.
By any chance, was he the number 3 pick?
Yep.
I knew that name rang a bell because the video I dropped yesterday, I made a little joke. You ever seen the football movie with The Rock? What's it called? But there was a movie where he was like a football player, he adopted a girl, or whatever it was. But his saying was number 1 on the field and number 1 in your heart. So I said number 3 on the field, but number 1 in your heart. and I pointed at
you
the
go.
camera. It was I thought it was smooth as fuck. But what about the Grom? How we feel about the Grom? Everybody's super hyped about him. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Like I just feel like there's a lot of pitchers. Like they're dropping so many pitchers as a chase card though. Like I'm kind of like, is it worth trying to pull? Because Ellie was like when he dropped, he was like by far the best shortstop. I think it's safe to say. But with pitchers, is it kind of like there's so many variations and there's so many different pitchers to have? I'm kind of like, is it worth it as a chase?
I don't like a pitcher as the chase reward, if that makes sense, or in the chase pack. I think he's probably a top 3 pitcher in the game, don't get me wrong, but I don't think as a chase pack that's really, I don't know. I can't, a card that I can use one every 5 games. He's not a 2-way. It's like the
and
card's
they set the precedent.
insane.
They set the precedent that chase cards are like game-breaking cards, right? With what's his name, the catcher? I literally just said his name.
Joe Mauer.
When Joe Mauer dropped, he was like by far the best catcher in the game.
Same
with Ellie,
with Mickey Mantle.
With Mickey
Best
Mantle,
center
by
fielder.
far the best center fielder in the game. And like you said, he's definitely top 3, but there's so many good pitchers right now.
Yeah.
That's like, is it worth it to, people were, like you said, pulling 2 million stubs trying to get Ellie. I don't think it's worth it to try and do that for DeGrom at all.
I don't have the desire to do that for DeGrom. I don't have the
First of all, I
desire
don't
to
know how
do
you
that.
got 2 million stubs. First of all, let's start there. Secondly,
Look, at the beginning
that's
of the year, my
ridiculous.
pack luck was insane. Before I started streaming, I was pulling everything. As soon as that camera turns on, crickets.
Yeah, I think I pulled like 150K stubs in packs. I pulled that 99 Mike Trout. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Then I realized I like, just pretty much made my money back. Because, Mike Trout, if you see Mike Trout, you're like, yeah, well, I'm set for the year.
Yeah,
but,
usually in years past, if you pull a Trout, you were set. You could basically complete the entire league.
Yeah, easily. Because that was always the only expensive card. And once you got that, you were pretty, well, I mean, not the only one. But if you got him, then you could get the other card naturally by playing the game. Like, so let's move. So Bellinger, he's a great card. I think you can't argue he's a bad card. But I think the players of the month have been like very underwhelming. Am I wrong to feel that way?
I feel like the names have been great. They have found a way to basically nerf every card. I don't think that they really nerfed Bellinger, but like with Ohtani and Judge, they, the vision, that's what everybody's going to talk about. They cooked his vision.
But with Bellinger, it's not like they nerfed him. It's just there's better cards. It's like, you can't even say they nerfed him. It's just there's better cards. But then with Judge,
he's got a really good swing, but
with Judge, you could say, his vision was bad. Ohtani was dope, the 2-way player, but then right after, I think, not far after, they dropped Josh Donaldson, who was like significantly better. Ohtani was a good card, but it's just kind of like, sorry. And then Bellinger is a solid card, but I could probably name 10 outfielders better than him on the top of my head if I had to. I'm only grinding it for the set collection cards, to be honest.
Yeah, right now I'm running him at first base because I didn't really need a first baseman, but I grinded it. I want to use the cards, see what he's about, but he's not touching my outfield. So he's at first base, and it's between him and Jock Peterson. And it's like, my thing is, I use mostly switch hitters or righties because almost every ranked game right now is Randy Johnson or John Donaldson. There's nothing in between, and everybody's running Billy Wagner trying to grind for, the extreme program. So you face lefties more often than not. So having a lefty bat, the sliders, you're done. You're done. Everybody's gonna throw you lefty slider, and you're just praying.
And I'm just terrible as is. So just going lefty just makes it significantly worse. Because I can barely hit lefty righty. I'm bad at this game.
I'm not good. I play mostly offline.
Like on my Will of the Show series, man, they'd be giving me the blues. Like I scored 0 runs half the time. it's fun, man. But I can't catch a break at all.
Yeah,
All right,
I know how that goes.
all right. So player retirement program got a lot of slack. I feel like unwarranted. I guess it's the first program after the extreme program, so the expectations were set pretty high. But once again, correct me if I'm wrong. I know the draft promo, the 99s you got from that were a possible rare card, right? From the packs, wasn't guaranteed.
Yeah, it wasn't guaranteed.
So
no.
this is the first promo besides extreme with a guaranteed 99 reward, I believe.
There wasn't a guarantee in this one.
Fernando is 99. No,
yeah. Okay, my bad. I thought you meant a pack.
No, I'm saying like the extreme had all 99s, but all the promos prior were capped out at like 97, 98, right? Or am I wrong?
I think you might be right.
Take a look.
Let me see.
Extreme. We got All-Star Week, which was a pack, I believe. Father's Day was 97 Griffey. Kaiju was 97 Billy Williams. Incognito was 97 Brandon Bell. So
I think everyone else 99. Was 97.
So granted, Fernando, I love Fernando to death. He's one of my favorite pitchers in the game. I haven't tried the 99 yet, but every year I love him. Because you got the screwball, curveball, and what's the third breaking pitch he has? But they're all different speeds.
Yeah,
and they're hard as hell to hit.
Curveball, circle change.
And so the circle change, curveball, and the screwball are all different speeds. So he always has that every year. One of my favorite pitchers. Now, granted, it's not the best 99 in the game, but people ask for 99 program rewards. You got it, right?
Yeah.
So I think people were kind of over-exaggerating with it. But one thing I will say is I hate that you can't complete it without buying players.
Yep.
That's the big one.
I completed it last night, and I did all the grinding you can do, and I was like, how am I still short? And then I'm like, oh, gotta rip packs. There we go. Either buy them or rip packs.
Because you get one free one, but even at bare minimum, you need...
I think you need 3 if they're the 97s.
Yep. And if you pull out 99, are you going to lock it in? No. Like, why?
No.
Go sell it for the stuff.
It's like $200K. I'm selling it. Selling it and buying one of the... Nah, it's probably like $100K, but...
So, you win some, you lose some. I think the promo was a dub. I like Fernando. And like I said, the screwball's 82, curveball 76, circle change 71. That's enough of a speed difference to, like, against even a good hitter, in my opinion. If the four seam was a little bit faster, I think this card would be amazing.
He'd probably be one of the top 5 pitchers in the game if he had, like, 96, 97 in his arsenal. But, I mean, he's still probably going to be a good card. I haven't really got to use him yet because I just got him last night. But I think he's going to be solid. I don't think he's going to be one of the best pitchers in the game, but he'll probably crack my rotation.
Yeah, for sure. Like the bottom of the like top 5. I'm a Dodger fan, so I'm gonna run a Dodger lineup for like a good chunk of the year, and the selection's pretty low. That's why I was happy to see that Destin May also, because we don't really got the cream of the crop.
You really got to go weak.
Oh yeah, right. And then
you got to go
D
weak.
Gordon, the 97 D Gordon,
and man, you could run Bellinger. If you're unless they have to be active Dodgers, I don't know. Well, I mean, Fernando's not active.
When I do it for fun, I do it for any Dodgers. But when I do it for the YouTube, it has to be active. It has to be in the captain series. So, but for fun though, these cards all work. And then let's go to the ranked rewards. Devers is okay. I've never liked Devers cards. I don't know.
Really,
I'm not one to say he has a great swing or he has a bad swing. I just personally have bad luck with it. But Buxton, I haven't tried the 99. But any Buxton card I use from the core to the what was the other one he had? The captain series. Rake captain. With. So I'm for sure gonna grind through the rank.
Strikeout for me.
I'm for sure gonna grind the rank, and I'm probably gonna go Buxton, just because all the speed he has, that much speed and that much power is insane.
The cards look great. And I'm probably going to sound crazy for saying this, but I'm not that interested in the World Series grind this time around because, like I was saying, my outfield, I don't need anything. I don't need anything for the outfield. Devers, I just said, all you're facing is lefties. That's another lefty that I'd probably put it either first or third. And
he could play second, but then you got Ketel Marte.
Yeah, I love Ketel Marte. I love him. He's like one of my favorite cards because I had to use him so much. I think he's parallel 4, almost parallel 5. So, I mean, and then Al Leiter. I didn't play last year. I've heard really good things that he usually has. Like he's usually nasty, but I've never used him. But if I do get it, I'm taking Devers because I love Devers' swing. Like, it's funny. You said you don't like his swing. I love his swing.
But
Every
also,
card I've ever used of him.
You have to think about it. I'm also terrible. When I say I'm terrible, like there's select few players like Chipper Jones, I'm okay with.
Yeah,
everybody says that like Chipper is amazing.
My stats are inflated because most of my online with these cards came from the Moonshot event, so we're not going to talk about it.
There we go.
So my stats look way better than the player that I am. Let's just say the Extreme program gave me fits. I'm not done with it. I'll say that.
No, wait.
I don't have
we're gonna get there in a little bit. But
that was
before
tough.
we get there, we're gonna do. I saw this video like 2 days ago, and I was just like, I had strong opinions on this subject. I'm gonna show you like a quick 30-second clip.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna have similar opinions, but I'll let you go first when we talk about it because I want to see. So let me go and show this video real quick. Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. Let me go full screen.
I can't really hear him. Am I supposed to be?
How about now?
Yeah, I hear him.
Let me play it back.
I think it might be a little too late. You have to do a lot to make sure you get people trusting you again with content drops. Yeah, I like sets and seasons. I just wish they did more with it. I just think that making sets and seasons about a collectathon is not the right way, personally. I think it should be about using the players online. Because like I said, right now we're grinding offline a ton to get cards from collections to go do what with them? Go into ranks to get cards that aren't as good? It just feels weird. Yeah.
All right, so let me get back over here. So to sum up the whole video, he was shitting on content pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And his argument is more geared towards playing offline to grind and less geared towards enjoying the game online, which I think is true.
I agree.
But let me hear your take. Let me let you go first because I'm gonna talk for a minute about it.
I play a lot of offline, so I am not going to complain about it, but it is definitely geared more towards the offline player because, I mean, there's a lot of really good cards that you have to grind offline for. If you didn't do Team Affinity, you're missing out on a bunch of really good cards, and that Team Affinity is mostly offline grinding. And then, the Extreme program, you don't really get much from going online and grinding. Good luck getting 50 hits on ranked. Good luck hitting 15 home runs with Mike Piazza because his swing is not great. 50 innings, that's going to take you probably, I don't even know how many games because you can only use them once every 5 games. So, I mean, it's definitely geared more towards offline. So I see where he's coming from. And if you don't like playing offline, then it kind of sucks for you, really. I mean, there's not enough cards that you can get by playing solely online because... Yeah, I mean, you can get the World Series cards, but the World Series cards, they're not the best cards in the game, in my opinion. They haven't been the last few seasons. And we've gotten, 2 sets of reward cards each season? They're not the best cards in the game. Most of the best cards in the game you have to collect to get, and in order to collect that many cards, you have to play a lot of online or offline. So, I mean, I get where he's coming from 100%. So, it doesn't affect me because I like to play offline, but if you despise playing offline, I think that's 100% spot on with what he's saying.
All right, so my take, this might be a hot one. So all these players, I got a lot of them on my timeline. Not going to throw a little shade at nobody. Complaining that, ranked players are getting screwed. It's not worth it to play online. The people really getting screwed are the in-between players. who don't like playing offline but aren't amazing at the game, right? Because here's how SDS counteracted that. Okay, you're not that good at the game. If you do grind the Battle Royale program, can't sell the card, right? If you play through the rank program, can't sell the card. The guys who are good, I see guys on my timeline, 12-0, number 15, 12-0, number 16, and
I wish.
That's what I'm saying. Like, those guys are good enough to those cards. That's like, I don't know, but that's probably like at least 200K per run, right?
Yeah, easily.
Rank series is kind of deflated, but I think rank series you play more just for the fun of playing online. Nobody plays on rank series for the rewards, I feel like.
Unless you're
rank
trying to
series
get like
is my favorite
leaderboard.
game mode to play, but I play more offline because I can play offline when the kids are running around and screaming and shit. So I think this more the guys that don't like playing offline but aren't very good at the game, they're getting screwed. But at the same time, like I said, but you made a valid point. The best cards, in my opinion, are the set cards, right?
Yes.
Like set 1, it was Chipper, who was most people's wild card still. Then you had, who else was set 1 reward?
Pedro.
And nobody plays Pedro.
No, and then Babe Ruth.
And Babe Ruth, I'll save that for later. I got something about him later. Set 2 was Randy.
Randy.
And people, Hank Aaron. And people
Hank
like
Aaron.
Hank.
And David Wright.
But I think, obviously, the best cards in the game are the chase cards.
Yeah.
And if you're going 12-0 like crazy, like, what was that guy's name? Let me, Oshev. Shortest of all, shouts out to Oshev. I'm not talking shit to you, but I'm sure he's great at the game. He's probably hit a couple 12-0s in his day. It's not them that should be the ones complaining. It should be the guys middle of the pack, because those that go 12-0 a couple times could get LE. They could get the chase cards. And besides that, the best cards aren't in Team Affinity. The Team Affinity is just the gatekeeper for the set collections.
Yeah, Team Affinity
if you
cards
wanna be
haven't been
honest.
good this year at all.
But no, I'll touch on that later also. Okay, because I got a lot to say later. But first, lineup draft time.
Okay.
So we're gonna draft lineups. Any set 1, set 2, set 3, doesn't matter. We're gonna alternate picks, or we're doing snake draft, even though it's kind of stupid to do a snake draft with just 2 players. But we're doing that anyways. You familiar with the snake draft?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll let you make the first pick. Well, we're doing 1 pitcher only. No relief pitchers, just a starting pitcher.
Okay. Now, first pick, I'm going Ellie.
Okay, that's valid. And also, let me prerequisite this by saying I'm going based off of cards that just like I enjoyed a lot. Now, some of the cards I enjoyed a lot, I'm going to draft later on because I know you probably won't draft them. But I'm going with players that like I personally enjoyed a ton playing with. So you're going Ellie. I will go with my number 1 pick. I'm going Chipper. I'm going Chipper at 3rd.
Okay.
And then, I got a second pick. Second pick, I will go with pitcher. I know it's a little bit early to take a pitcher, but I'm going to go with Bob Gibson. I have to.
Bob Gibson. Okay. That guy gave me nightmares for a while. I won't lie. I got to go with the best catcher in the game. I'm going Adley. 99 Adley. Because I said I love switch hitters, and he's almost the perfect card in my opinion. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with 99 Acuna next. I love Acuna cards. His team
I haven't
affinity.
got a chance to try him yet.
Oh, his team affinity in set 1. That was my guy the entire season 1 and season 2. So once I saw there was a 99, I was like, I have to go get that card. I have to.
All right, I'm gonna go 2 players, both from the WBC program.
Okay.
If you can't tell, I'm a big set one guy. I grinded the hell out of set one. Center field, Mike Trout,
Okay.
and first base, Murakami.
Murakami. Okay. I like that. All right. Let's see. I'm looking to see if there's anybody from set one that I'm forgetting about. All right. This card, it's going to seem like out of left field, but he's an actual left fielder. The May Monthly Awards captain, Eddie Rosario. Loved that card. Loved that card. Loved him.
All right. Okay. I'll. Okay. That's okay. I don't know what
You're
to
like,
say.
I'll trust you. I'll trust you on that
I'll
one.
trust you. All right. And then second pick.
All right. I'm probably, let's see. I already got a left fielder and a right fielder. I'm probably going with that 99 Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle was valid as fuck. I only used him in Battle Royale, but he was a superstar. Like, the type of player. He's a perfect Battle Royale card. He could hit a home run. If he gets on base, he's still in second. Like, a perfect BR card. So I'm going to go. You can be mad at me for this one. Second base, Ketel Marte, 99. And then right field, I'm going secondary position. But I'm going to go with, where's he at? Alfonso Soriano. I took him in the BR program, and he's amazing on my team.
I didn't like his swing for some reason.
Same type of thing as Battle. Well, I said he's not switch. I just like the fact that he can hit a bomb, and he can steal, or he could turn the double to a triple. So if you get the swing down, he's amazing.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yep.
Now, I think this guy's still on the board. And if he is, I'm sorry. I know this is your guy. I'm going 99 Trey Turner. I'm putting him at second. I'm putting him at second.
That was my next pick.
I'm putting him at second. I need a first baseman. All right, I just got this card, but I just have been obsessed with this swing. I'm going 99 Austin Riley, and I'm putting him at first.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't take my other picks. Okay. So I got my third, I got my second, I got center field, right field, and pitcher. So you already got your catcher. Not going to stress about catcher. I got my first base. I got Murakami too at first base. So here's my pick that's going to catch you off guard a little bit. I love this card to death. He doesn't get talked about nearly enough. Babe Ruth at DH.
Really? Okay.
Everybody said that card was bad, but for me, everything he touches goes over the fence. Literally, I don't know. I have the best luck with him. And then my left fielder is going to be my BR GOAT because I'm terrible at BR and I need a bailout. It's going to be 89 Lou Brock.
I knew you were going to say it. I knew it. When you said a bailout, I was like, oh, he's going with him. Okay, I get it. Okay. Now, my next card, I think he's going to be he'll either make the outfield or it'll be DH. Doesn't really make a difference to me. Set one Jazz from the collector level.
Fuck me.
Dude, I love his swing.
I thought I was the only one. Like, he was a GOAT for me.
He's so good. None of my friends really grind the game like this. So when I play co-op with them, all their best cards are from set one. So I still run with Jazz all the time. I still get to use Frankie Lindor all the time. It's like everybody's best cards is from set one.
Was even against lefties, which was his quote unquote weakness. He just does those dinky little hits that just find a gap somewhere, and then you'll turn it to a single, then steal second, even still third sometimes. I love that card to death. So I think we should each only have one pick left, right?
I have one more position player and a pitcher.
So I did my DH. I think I skipped shortstop. Okay, so I got a
Trying to think.
shortstop and a catcher, and you got a position player and a pitcher. Okay.
All right, and I think it's still me. I'm going World Baseball Classic, Nolan Arenado at third. I'm a Cardinal fan. I had to have one homer pick, and I mean, I liked him.
I wanted
But-
to.
I liked him. That's how I feel about Paul Goldschmidt cards. I want to like him. I'm a Cardinal homer, but I just every time with Paul Goldschmidt it's a pop up. But I actually
And
hit
for
the ball
the-
really well with Arenado.
And for some reason, I hate the Cardinals. You know, we could agree to disagree, but I really wanted to like Nolan, and I really wanted to like Paul Goldschmidt, and because they were like two of my first 99 overall cards besides Mike Trout, and I could not stand those cards. Like they were bad.
Hey,
All right, so
I can't be mad at it.
My catcher, I'm gonna go with Joe Mauer,
Okay.
and then my shortstop, I'm gonna go Francisco Lindor.
Okay. And then pitcher, you can hate me all you want. I'm going Randy. Hate me all you
I mean,
want.
I went Bob Gibson. It's only fair you went Randy. I mean, you know, like the two cheesiest pitchers in the game. So
Yeah,
let us
at
know
least I
down
didn't go John
below.
Donaldson.
But we'll talk about that in a second. Also, let us know down below whose team is better, and you know, I don't know. I guess like I said, I'm a homer. I pick cards I liked. He picked cards he liked. The only cards you really took that I wanted was Jazz and Trey Turner. To be honest, everybody else I took was the guys I actually wanted at those positions.
I'm looking at it, and this Eddie Rosario pick was crazy. I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah, it
I
was
loved that
out
card,
of
though.
pocket.
I'm not gonna lie. I loved the card though. I loved
But
him.
the crazy thing is that Eddie Rosario, like I actually looking at it, I was like actually really good with this card also, only offline. Let me preface with that. But when you said it, I had to go look at him. I got him like parallel 4 just from playing offline.
Yeah, I mean, look, his verse CPU stats are crazy. All right, his online stats they're good. They're not crazy. His verse CPU stats. Oh man, I went crazy. I still can't believe it. I'm bat 651 with him.
All right, so that was lineup draft. Next week we will do a different lineup draft. I don't know what the theme's gonna be. Putting that in God's hands. We'll see what the theme's.
We'll get there when we get there.
Theme's gonna be next week. We'll get there when we get there. So now let's go do a quick recap of the Extreme program. This is gonna be fun. So, my Extreme program, my experience was tough. Looking at it, I didn't think it was gonna be terrible. Based off of what I skipped last year, but I played the year before. But based on what people were saying about last year's Extreme program, this seemed like it was really gonna be easy. But what was your Extreme program experience?
I also didn't play last year. I heard, everybody's talking about how hard it is. And I was like, you know what? It can't be that bad. I was wrong. I still haven't completed it. I'm at 99 of 100 stars. I'm just grinding the repeatable 25,000 PXP at this point. I'm almost there.
That's where I'm at also, not gonna lie.
Yeah, so I don't have Griffey yet. I'll have him probably before the night's over because I'm streaming after this. But, I mean, it's been out for how long? And I still don't have it done. I mean, it took me 4 or 5 streams to finally beat the showdown.
You should have watched my video.
I know. I messed up. The showdown, I will say that I only had to face Randy once. Once I got to Randy, I was clicking on all cylinders. But getting to Randy was tough for me. But the conquest was really easy in my opinion. Like really easy. And I'm not good at the game.
No, you continue. I got my conquest story after.
The moments I about smashed my controller trying to do, I spent probably 6 hours trying to do the Adley one, and I would finish one total base short like 4 times. And this was before I realized about the dashboarding glitch. So Once I
with the
figured it out.
dashboarding glitch, just a quick input. I'm kind of old school. Even though on these new gen consoles, it takes like literally 2 seconds to dashboard and come back. In my mind, it was like it's not worth it. Like I'm gonna have to load the whole game up, even though it takes like 5 seconds max.
Yeah.
I didn't do the dashboard glitch.
I didn't. I should have. It would have been over with. And I think the thing that made me most mad about this entire program is the practice makes perfect moment. The perfect game with Matt Cain. It's on veteran. In theory, it should be easy. Everybody talks about how easy it is. And I get to the 9th and give up a bloop single every time. Still haven't completed it. And at this point, I don't want to complete it. They've got it.
That was
all
my
right?
worst fear. That was my worst fear. The first time I did it, I gave up a hit in like the 2nd inning. And I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing this shit. 9 innings. But then I watched a video. I forget who it was. He was like, just do, like, literally in this order. High and outside fastball, low slider, high and tight fastball. And it works every time. And second time I tried it, it worked.
Nope. I gave up a hit in the 9th like 3 different times. And at that point, I was like, you guys got it, all right? I don't need the stars that bad. I'll figure it out. I'll do it a different way. So, I think the program really did make me a lot better at the game. I will say that because I was, I never played Hall of Fame before. Like maybe in ranked seasons, but
and it
I
made you
never
realize
played.
It's like doable, right? It's not like the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah, it's not as intimidating as I thought it'd be. Legend, that's a different story. At least against Randy Johnson it is. But Hall of Fame, that wasn't, granted I'm facing live series rosters, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was screwed, really. Because I was like, I got to play half these games on Hall of Fame. There's no way I can beat 30 teams in 6 turns. But I was able to do it in 5. So it wasn't really...
Yeah, and literally on that 5th turn, like, all those games are all-star. Until you get to, like, when you get to, like, the Braves, and it's like that, you could skip to the next round. And then, or whatever it is, like, when, like, you have to beat the Braves by, like, what, the 3rd or 4th round? I got to the Braves the round before I had to. Playing on All-Star. Like, it was really not that difficult.
Yeah,
but
I lost 1 game, and I thought I was done for. I didn't realize, like, I was like, oh, I got to start over, because I thought that, I was going to have to lose. I thought I'd lose my turn, because I really don't play Conquest and lose very often, because I'm playing on low difficulties half the time. So I thought I lost my turn, but then I just realized that I lost a few fans. I'm like, all right, well, Hall of Fame it is.
All right, so here's my extreme program story. All right.
Boy.
So I did Showdown first. If you haven't checked the video, watch it out. My biggest video I've ever had is almost at 8.5K views. Shit went crazy. I butted my way through Showdown. And when I made this video, I thought people were gonna like be like mean as fuck in the comments. Like, dude, like, you're so cheesy, or like, of course everybody knows how to butt, but like everybody was like, oh my god, thank you. Like, I don't know why I didn't figure this out. I literally just told them like what players to pick, what players can bunt good, and it worked like a charm. But that besides the point, I did Showdown first to get the players. I think that gives you automatically like the Ketel Marte. I did a few moments. The Mike Piazza moment was super easy. 2 extra base hits, hit 1 home run. The King Griffey moment on Legend, hit 1 home run, took me way longer than it should have probably. The Billy Wagner one was easy, but just took a while, but did it first try. The Matt Cain perfect game was okay, but the only ones I wasn't able to do was Marte, 2 home runs, 3 home runs in a row. People said that one was one of the easier ones. I don't know how.
Yeah,
that was ridiculous. 4 extra base hits with Adolis Garcia All-Star. Couldn't make that one. And then hit 9 home runs, and I didn't even try that one. Not going to sugarcoat it. I wasn't even going to sit there and do that. But yeah, I didn't do most of the moments, to be honest. But here's where the fun comes in. I was like, cool, let's go into this conquest and, you know, start grinding these missions, start playing through this conquest super easy. I was like, okay, legend, no problem. Blew him out like 7-0 on legend. I'm like, I'm him. Like,
Well,
I'm
him.
nice like that. Hall of Fame, blowing all the teams out. I was going through this. It took me like 3 days to get through this conquest. I was just coming home. Once the kids went to bed, I was just doing conquest, baby. It was cake. I get to the end, the Tampa Bay one. It says, finish the conquest. Let me read it. Conquer all territories and complete the extreme map on or before the 6th turn. Right? That's what it says. I get to this last one right before the Tampa Bay reinforcement. Not the reinforcement, the stronghold. And then the after is a 44. It's still here. I haven't restarted it yet. I just gave up. And I was like, okay, it's the 5th turn. I remember specifically saying 5th turn. I had like whatever amount of reinforcements I had. I was like, cool, I could go one more time to stack my reinforcements. So when I face against Tampa Bay, I could play that 44 one right after and be good. I don't know if I'm just not familiar with Conquest, but I went to the next attack phase and the shit went from 5, 6 to straight to 7. And yeah, that's the reaction I had right there.
Oh, that hurts.
I was like, dude, 3 fucking days. 3 fucking days I was doing this.
Man.
And immediately I went back to the program and I was like, okay, how could I finish this program without doing that shit again? Because I'm not doing it again. So I'm at 81 stars, doing the repeatable, and I still have the Matt Cain one to do and the 10,000 XP. So that'll put me at 18. So that put me at 99. And then I would just have to do the repeatable one more time. But yeah, that's my story. I was like, literally, I turned the game off. I was like, I'm done, bro. I'm not doing this no more.
That hurts. That one of my friends told me the other day. He did.
I was already. I'm sorry to cut you off. But I was already like counting my chickens. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be done. Like, I just got 2 more games to play. And I already told him, I'm like, you know, the 44 one where you could just like simulate it if you want?
Yeah.
I was like, nope, I'm gonna just play it to be safe. You know, like not even gonna test it. And then I fucking played myself.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. My friend simulated it and lost on the 6th round.
I think I saw that on Twitter.
I was like, there's no way. There's no way. You had to know that was gonna happen. Why did you do that?
Because I've lost to teams when I had like a 15-3 advantage. So I'm like, yeah, hell
you can't
no.
trust it. You can't take a chance.
You can't trust it at all.
When there's a turn limit, you can't take that chance. Now, I do have a question for you.
What's up?
When you get to your guaranteed rare round, who are you taking in this extreme program?
Guaranteed rare round?
Yeah, at the 95 stars.
Yeah, let me take a look at it. So I already have Randy by accident, granted. So, because there was one program where you got the 99 player and you could sell it. I think that might have been like the actual all-star program, right? When you got to that round, you could actually sell the car. Then there was another promo after. Let me see if I can remember which one it was. Let me pull it up. But there was one program where you got an all-star pack along the way. Might have been the extreme program. Probably was the extreme program.
Yeah.
And it was sellable. I mean, I thought it was going to be sellable also. So I was just like, okay, Randy's selling for the most. I'll take Randy. And couldn't sell him.
Oh, man.
But it's not like the biggest deal. I don't think any of these, that's the thing. I don't think any of these cards make my team, if I'm being honest. But let me take a look at them, and I can tell you exactly which card I will take when I get there. Because I haven't took a good look at any of the draft cards, if I'm being honest. Like I said, that program just kind of didn't exist to me. But
I'll tell you, the first 3 picks, all of them are amazing cards. I haven't used Wyatt, who was the 4th pick.
So Matt Clark is solid. Definitely solid, but like you said, my outfield's kind of pretty set already. Dylan Cruz looks really nice. I would probably take Max Clark over Cruz. just based on a little bit more speed.
I took
Paul
Skeens just now.
Paul Skeens, Cutter. I love a good slurve, but he doesn't have anything really off speed. 84 is not slow enough for me. I need something that's gonna have someone fucking having their knee hit the ground trying to swing at it.
That slurve might be, because with the outlier, I faced this card online and he's hitting 103.
Yeah, because it does go from 103 to 84. That is a pretty big gap. But I might go Max Clark. Just based on what the last guy I played with them fucking killed me. So I might go Max Clark.
This is gonna sound crazy. Max Clark is King Griffey Jr. I'm gonna say that.
I ain't mad at it. Well, I got a crazy take. All right, hot take. King Griffey Jr. is never that good in MLB.
Yeah, he said that. There's no way he said that.
Like, in my opinion, this Extreme program Griffey is the first King Griffey card that's been like, I'm not gonna say playable, that's been game breaking. Like he's the best center fielder in the game, right now. Maybe you can even argue Mantl's better than him. If you could make the argument. I think Mantl's faster, Mantl bats switch. There's the argument to be made.
Yeah.
But just based on my experiences with past games, the Griffey cards are never that good until it's to the end when every card's good.
Yeah.
They always make his cards, he can't hit righties very well until it gets time for like all of the OP cards to come. Even his BR card couldn't really hit righties that good. And that was a 99.
Yeah, that was the first BR card that I was like, I have to have it. I grinded out the program, and this is before they made him no cells, which is a topic of its own. But I got him. Loved the card. I was raking with him, but, I'm a pack addict. I decided one day, hey, Griffey was fun. Packs are also fun. I'm going to sell him a rep packs. Don't do it. Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
But it pisses me off because Griffey's my favorite player of all time. And, like, in my opinion, when Griffey gets his first 99 card, it should be a game-breaking card. Especially now, you could make an argument because now there's 99s every season. But previous years, when he got that first 99, it should be game-breaking. Because when you think, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm a homer, but I think Griffey is a lot of people's favorite player. He played in the steroid era without using steroids and was one of the best players in that era.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Bonds fan. I love Bonds to death.
There's so many cards that they need to add to this game, man.
And but remember Reggie Stalker? Were you around for Reggie Stalker?
Yeah, Reggie Stalker was him, man.
I only saw him in BR.
We knew.
I only ever saw him in BR, but bro, that card was amazing. But that's a whole different conversation. I think what am I saying? Barry Bonds and Pete Rose and all those guys should be in the Hall of Fame. Another story for another day. But Barry Bonds is one of the best pitchers of all time with no steroids. But if we're talking clean guys, Griffey's that guy, man.
Yeah.
Out of all the like modern players, you could, Hank Aaron was amazing. Babe Ruth was amazing. But when people were growing up watching baseball in the 90s, Griffey, 90s, 2000s, Griffey was that guy. He was a game-breaking player. He should have a game-breaking card. That's just my opinion. And
my favorite player is
his Extreme program card is really good, but he's not even the best center fielder in the game.
That's fair. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited to use him. I'm excited as hell to use him, but...
Oh, yeah, even though Mantl's better, I'm going to use Griffey just because that's my guy.
Right.
But it's going to hurt me. Like I'm weakening my team to use my favorite player. It's like...
Hey.
And
sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
This is no shot at old baseball players, and some Yankee fan in the comments going to fucking cuss me out. But is there a world where Mickey Mantle, let's be real, is better than King Griffey Jr.? Like,
Maybe.
Like,
I don't know.
like,
I don't
like
know,
the only
man.
argument to be made when people make the argument where it's like, oh, if they had the medicine and equipment we have today, that's a different argument to be made.
Yeah.
But like bar for bar, stat for stat, like if we lined them both up right now against the average MLB player right now, Griffey's hitting way better.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a tweet the other day, and it said, if you could, like, any player in MLB history, perfectly healthy their whole career, who would be the best player? Our Pujols. Our Pujols. I don't care what anybody says. This is definitely me being a homer. He had 700, and he was terrible on the Angels. If he would have been healthy on the Angels...
I'll give you that. I will give you that.
And it kills me that he got that 99 last year, and I didn't play the game. And since he just retired, he's not going to be in this game, and that hurts my heart.
Albert Pujols is really him. I'm once again, one of those players where Griffey, as a kid, was my favorite player. As a more, like, a probably teenager, I would say it hurt me because you guys kicked our asses so many times. Pujols was him.
I miss them.
Like,
I miss those teams, man. We suck now.
And then even when
suck.
he came to the Dodgers, it was like, I want to say he put up like close to 20 home runs.
That hurt
as like
me
a
so
bench,
bad.
Bench bat, DH bat. Like, yeah, Pujols
That
was
hurt
him
my
for
heart.
sure.
Seeing him in the Dodgers uniform, I almost threw up. That's the only thing that would have been worse if it was a Cubs uniform.
But to be fair, I think you guys broke our hearts more than we broke yours. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, not recently. We suck.
Well, we suck too. Shit, we get there. We get the best record in the league.
You won
and lose
in like
the first
2020
round.
or 2019.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just being spoiled. I
Yeah,
guess, like,
I mean, I'm being spoiled. This is the first time we haven't made the playoffs in what feels like forever. But, you know, I'm going to talk my shit because we're like the worst team in the National League. So,
did you? Let's not talk too much baseball. I don't want to bore everybody.
yeah.
So pack odds. I think we're gonna have similar opinions on this. But I'll let you go first just to see if we're in the same space. How do you feel about the pack odds in the show?
They are a lie, 100%. You can't convince me otherwise. I think it says 1 in 50. And about a month and a half back, I did a 24-hour stream, and I ripped hundreds of packs, and I maybe pulled like 4 diamonds the entire night. Hundreds. I'm talking. I ripped probably almost a mil that night and pulled like 4 diamonds. And I told you I ripped 2 million for Ellie in the chase packs and never saw him. I don't think, like, I'm not exaggerating. I never even saw a blue out of those chase packs.
I'm just gonna cut this part out because I don't want SDS finding out you pulled 3 million stubs in packs. I don't want them checking your transaction history.
They could check whatever they want. All right, I grind this game an unhealthy amount. No purchases have been made, legal or illegal. So you know this. I learned my lesson with 2K. I'm a refined man. All right, we don't mess with them anymore. All right, we learned our lesson. I already got sent to the gulag once. I'm not going back.
Yeah, right. I'm done with that lifestyle. All right, so you were saying, well, you pulled like 1 million in packs that night.
Yeah,
you said you saw 4 diamonds.
Yeah, nothing really. My pack luck has been in waves, so I can't complain too much. When Chase Pack won, I pulled 6 Otanis. Okay, like I was pulling Otanis left and right. My friends thought that my account was juiced. But let's see, Ellie and Mickey Mantle are the only 2 chase cards that I haven't been able to pull this year. I pulled Mauer, I pulled Tatis, I pulled Shohei a few times. I haven't pulled any packs really for DeGrom yet, so I can't really speak to that. I've ripped 150 bundle. I got 1 extra chase pack, so I've had 2 chase packs and didn't get them. But I mean, I'm not Mojo. I don't have it like that.
Yeah, Mojo he just has to turn the fucking game on.
I'm just gonna start share playing and let him rip my packs. So
my take, I feel like I guess you're gonna understand where I'm coming from. So MLB The Show packs, standard packs, are 1.5K stubs. 2K packs are 10,000 MT.
Yeah.
MLB packs, you can play through any program and get like 10 packs plus 2 balls in the habit packs. 2K, you play through the little offline games, you get 1 pack.
If that. 250 MT is what you meant.
So, oh yeah, my bad. So
yeah, we don't get packs over there.
I feel like this is me being like, I always tell people just because my situation is worse than yours, doesn't mean yours isn't bad. That's a saying I love to live by. So it's like, I try not to do this, but I'm like, I'm coming from a game where I had to like literally struggle to get 1 pack, and then I had to play 10 offline games to be able to afford 1 pack to getting packs thrown at me.
I have a comment for after your point.
So I just feel like I'm grateful, I guess. Like, like
that makes
maybe
sense.
I'm not getting diamonds too often, but like as a nobody spit player, you could grind for like, a week and get enough packs to do a very valid pack opening on YouTube. And Ballers Habit Pack is quote unquote 1 in 10 chance at a diamond. And if you get it, it's gonna be a purple diamond. Let's be real. But I just think, like I said, it's the grass is green on the other side type of thing, where like I've been through hell and back, so it's kind of like, oh, I could deal with this.
Yeah.
So go ahead. What was your comment?
All right. I see this on Twitter all the time, and I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm not, this isn't directed at anyone. Everybody wants to boo-hoo on Twitter about all the best cards behind a paywall. They clearly have never played 2K. The free cards, they'll give you a name. He's gonna suck. It doesn't matter. If he's free, he's gonna suck. We got Trae Young as a level 40 card. So everybody's like, oh, all the best cards behind a paywall. You got a free 99 Ohtani, free 99 Judge, free 99 Ken Griffey Jr. It's like, 2K's not doing that. So, if you think you've got a bad year.
Let's go even further. If you are, say on a scale of 1 to 10, you're a 6 player, right? They give you so many free 99s. Let's go past that. You have to try to not get the team of all 97 cards in the show.
Yeah.
And these 97 cards are valid as fuck. So
you don't even need 99s this year. It's crazy.
Just because a card doesn't have a 99 on it, yes, Mickey Mantle is amazing. But let me go through some free 99s. I got Jim Edmonds for free. I got a free pack and pulled them. Let's go for some legit free cards. Torrey Hunter is valid as fuck. 95 contact versus right, 101 left, 116 power right, 116 power left with decent fielding. That's not a valid card to start in your lineup. 97 overall. Let's go right field. Let me pick a decent one. Let's go Soto, 84 contact there, but power is 125, both sides, 125 contact left, valid. You get Ketel Marte as a second baseman, valid. You could have got either Babe Ruth, David Ortiz, Murakami first base, all 99s for free. Like, I just think people are picking yes, the chase cards are the best cards of the game. Don't get me wrong.
They got to make their money.
They got to make their money. And it's not like they're giving you, these chase cards, 99 overall. They're saying, here, get these 92 overall cards for free. They're giving you very valid cards, that you could build a lineup on. And now, granted, if you're, doing, the big tournaments and stuff, yeah, you want to have the best cards. But if you're a 9 out of 10 player, and you have the free card versus an 8 out of 10 player that has Mickey Mantle and Ellie De La Cruz, you're gonna win with the free cards.
Yeah. It's I I'm not like trying to be mean about it, but like MLB players are spoiled in comparison to other games as far as free content.
And like I said, we come from 2K where they literally give us like when fucking what was it when Kobe they did like a Kobe program. We got like the amethyst pop us all for free.
Yeah, when
Like,
LeBron broke the all-time scoring record, we got badges. Come on.
Exactly.
Like,
and like I said, it's hard to be like the grass is green on the other side. It's hard to be that way. But when you're coming for something so bad, you kind of just appreciate everything.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's a completely different experience going no money spent here versus no money spent on 2K. It's
Yeah, the
completely
only money I
different.
spent on this game is I spent $100 the first night because I thought like that would give me some competitive advantage. After that, I realized you did not need that one bit.
You know, it's gonna sound insane when I say this, considering I just told you I've ripped so many packs. The only money I spent on this game was the like charity pack, like $5. You get 5,000 stubs, but the money goes to like charities and get some bad skins. I did that. I think there was two. I think there was
a Lou Gehrig one and a Labor Day one, right?
something like that. I did both of those, and that's it.
Wait,
I haven't bought
Labor
subs
Day
once.
hasn't happened yet, right? Labor Day is in September, so it's Memorial
Day?
Yeah, Memorial
Something
Day.
like that. I don't know. I haven't spent any money on the game to get like stubs at all. The beginning of the year I had insane pack luck, like insane. So I can't complain. I pulled live series Ohtani. I pulled Trout multiple times. I pulled the Chase Ohtani like 5 or 6 times. I mean,
But even
my
me,
pack
I
luck
got bad
for a year
pack
is
luck.
good.
Is it possible? Is there like a generate best lineup type thing on here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if you go to create a squad and then you go to the little settings wheel and you get generate best squad.
Gotcha. So generate best squad for all the seasons. I got 99s across the board, and none of these are cards I built packs for. So
Let me look. Yeah, same. Everyone is grindable.
Yeah. So I got 99 Randy, which I pulled for that free pack that I wish I would have sold him. 99 Grady Sizemore, 99 Jock Peterson, 99 Murakami, 99 Luis Arias, 99 Jackson Robinson, 99 Chipper, 99 Mark McGuire, 99 Mike Piazza. 99s across the board with none of these cards I paid for, even on the bench. I pulled Lou Gehrig. 99 was one of the collections. Don't remember which one it was. 99 Jazz, 99 Trey Turner, 99 Bryce Harper. I pulled. Like,
yeah, the only thing you could really say about those is Mark McGuire, Jeter, and Sosa were like the big collector levels. So I mean, they're not free, but I mean, still, that's 2 or 3 cards, and you just listed off 13, 14 cards.
And that's not even, they didn't even put Jeter or fucking Jeter or Sammy Sosa in the line.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the one that it generated for me, and the only Jeter and McGuire are the only 2 that came from a pack, and they put Max Clark here, but you get him for free from the Extreme program.
You get the free 99 pack where you can pick any player.
Yeah, I mean,
like
if you put in the time in this game, your team's going to be insane. You don't have to have pack luck. You don't have to have anything.
But minus the Extreme program, the programs aren't hard. You just got to put in like a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Nah, go ahead. You're good. Didn't really have much.
All right, so let's end this off. Season 3. So as a whole, we're going to talk about how we feel about it and how they could do better moving forward. Like, did they blow their load in this season?
I feel like we're getting, with it being close to the end of the baseball season, I think season 4 will be fine because you're going to have the playoffs and everything. After that, that's when they're going to have to get creative. Once we hit season 5, that's when their creativity is going to have to really kick in because the season's over. They're going to have to, really start. I mean, I don't want to put it like rude or anything, but they're really going to have to put in the work to make the content special
Yeah,
because the
because
playoffs will carry them for season 4.
But football starts in September, like actual football. So guys that are like playing MLB seasonally, they're gonna go to Madden. Basketball starts in October, so that's when they gotta start, actually putting work in. I would say season 3, they did everything they were supposed to. What we asked for, people were saying Team Affinity wasn't rewarding enough. They added the Team Affinity collection.
Yeah,
you get two really good cards.
I think with Team Affinity, the 97s took a step back, but I think they did that because they're adding the collections.
And I think
the
next season
97s weren't nearly as good.
For sure, they make the cards better next season because, like you said, they have to. But you could say Adley and Ronald Acuna are definitely like S-tier cards, I think.
Yeah.
And then they said the programs weren't rewarding enough. We get the Extreme program. And then even, like I said, the retirement program is like not amazing, but you get a 99. I think they did what they were supposed to. I think the main complaints were addressed this season. And even it took them long enough, but the two-way player glitch finally got taken care of.
Thank God.
I don't know what took so long, but they finally got that taken care of. I personally thought they blew their load in season 1. I didn't know how they were going to keep it going because 99s every season. But this season kind of showed me how they could keep it going. But I'm kind of not sure how they could possibly make it any better moving forward.
Yeah. I think, this game has been really, they've done a really good job and really good job. They, sometimes there's a little bit of a lull with content and then they come and hit you with something like the Extreme program. It's like anytime there's a lull, that second week they're going to hit you with something really good.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, the only thing you can really say is in future seasons, if they made like the bosses and like the henchman packs for the like seasonal progress a little bit better. I don't think any of the boss pack, Jock Peterson was good, but other than that, none of those cards really did anything.
Bob Gibson. Besides that, like the boss cards have just been super meh.
Yeah, really, the only the best cards in the game, in my opinion, have been either chase packs or set collectors.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the Team Affinity collection, I think, was really good. Like, most of those cards, well, not most. I guess the Jose Ramirez and the Corbin Carroll are really good. Matt Olson and Luis Arias, and then they're all right. But
I think they definitely took a huge step forward. Season 4 is when it should have it on here somewhere.
Let's see.
Season 4 starts August 31st. We're not far. So we're going to see, where this is going. And I'm excited for it.
I'm excited, but I think they're really going to have to bring it with set 4. Like, out of the gate, because 2K drops a week after set 4.
And they're going to bring big names.
They have to.
They have to. It can't be Griffey, but it has to be that. Do another Chipper. They have to do some big names, and they have to be free. They have to be no money spent.
Let's see. I'm just gonna go through some of the big names in the game and see who Jorge Posada's got to get a good card. I feel like.
Yeah,
Mickey
for sure.
Mantle, he'll be wild card eligible, so they probably won't touch him.
And I don't think people who aren't playing a lot don't care about Mickey Mantle. Let's be honest.
I think Babe Ruth will probably get another card because he for another card he's set 1.
Wait, when did
big
Miguel Cabrera? Did he only have like a 92?
He got a 99 from the World Baseball Classic.
Oh wait, I missed the hell out of that.
I never used the card, but
what was that? A pack card?
He was a pack. Yeah, he was a pack one.
I'd never owned that card.
This card. This is a personal
is it mid?
pick. I used it in showdowns. I didn't like his swing. It's kind of, I don't know. There's certain right-handed swings that I feel like it's either always a pop-up or a weak ground out. Like,
Oh yeah, he's not good enough for his
Goldschmidt.
speed. For his speed, those hitting stats aren't good enough. Babe Ruth is justifiable, like 125 across the board, but for his speed, he has to be able to rate.
Yeah. A card that I'm obsessed with is Rod Carew. They need to give us another Rod. I know it's a small name, but that card. I think Trout needs another card. He's set one.
I like Rod Carew like as an MLB player. I always liked that he had like a little bit of speed, a little bit of contact. But I've never heard somebody be like, "Hey, yo, we need a Rod Carew card."
Hey, I'm telling you, the 92. I think he's a team captain card. Go try him out. Tell me he's not crazy.
But yeah, Trout's way past due because he's not going to get Player of the Month anytime soon. His
Try to see
last
if there's
great
any
card
big names.
was season 1, and he had his 97 this set, but yeah, no, he's going to get another 99 for sure.
Let's see. No, actually, I think Max Scherzer just got a card. I don't really. I mean, there's
maybe
not really a whole lot
Mariano
of big
Rivera,
names.
maybe. But yeah, all the big name cards, they're kind of force feeding us already.
I don't really know what they're.
But I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see for sure.
Yeah,
but
they're gonna have to come with it though.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it off there. I appreciate y'all tuning in to the Diamond Duels podcast. We'll be doing this weekly. You can follow us both on Twitter at ThatGamingDad25 and
at Josh_2K.
There we go. So follow us both. Send us any suggestions you have for the podcast. We'll be doing this weekly. Just catching up on content, and we'll definitely be catching up on season 4. We're ready for it, man. So we appreciate all you guys coming by, and y'all be safe. Peace.
Peace.